Okay, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I have it on 2 times the size. Bo looks like he's a big bear. This is 2 times the size, but yeah, John's upset about my camera too. I think only the first couple videos were okay, and I hope these come up. Oh, but that was too much for them. Just my arm out. Most of these I think are actually frog tadpoles. They are lined up all the way along this side. Look, we've discussed taking the tarp out, but the frogs, some of them are in between. They have half the frog body going. And I'm not even looking at what I'm doing here. So I already scared them all off. They went away when the sun went down, when my arm went out, but they were lined up. There was hundreds and hundreds. So the thing is I can't really distinguish if the plecos made it. And quite frankly, I can't even distinguish some of the fish. I'm going to say the vast majority of these are tadpoles, but you never know. I still didn't get that out. So they're all the way, probably even all the way over to that corner. And John made a frame for a table, and then we discussed doing the, actually from putting the earth grade clay in. I don't know if it's me, but I am noticing a little bit of clearing up. Not much. My garden isn't going to be very successful this year because of the shaded spots, and also I'm just running out of steam with this. It's over to 25. It's over 27 years. We're close to 30 years of this scapegoating in the county, and the hospital malpractices and the labels they did, it's just such a large situation. It really is. Someone would say, no, it's not. No, it is. It really is. It's actually quite unbelievable that this type of targeting has taken place. So it means no matter where we move in the county, it's just all over again. And then the messages or the memo is given out to people so that the shunning and things can continue. We are getting somewhere in here. So we moved. We just had to start taking stuff and throwing it in the trailers to get out of where we were. The dog had run into me real bad and ripped my hip. So this is the frame. These were free. There's a little bit of a bow in this one. He just slapped this up to sit on it last night. It's real sturdy. There's absolutely no shake to this. And he did these pieces. And so I've decided I want to sand some of these pieces, and we're going to cut them to fit in the kitchen. So like magnifying the mouse stuff. All right. So wow, number 2 is, will that go down if I'm videoing? So it's from 1 time to 2. And there's a 0.5. So, yes, there is recycling, but honestly, like I've said before, there's stuff still piled because we're not fully moved in. I would leave. If the whatever, I would just move again. I would just move it. I don't know where we'd move this time. We have to have a certain. But if we can't get help with the lawsuit, you guys, this is 30 years. This is my whole son's life. And it's actually increased over time. These false reports, these false claims being written down, other documents lost. They started this when my son, the last time he called out for help with some situations with his birth father and stuff, and with things with the grandparents. And when I tried to take those places to try to get help, I would even just go to a doctor. Little did I know that the doctors and everything were in on all of this. And they just kept exaggerating the lists. So when I reported the cartel, when I thought this old friend of mine had been abducted, she was voluntarily, but she was drugged. They then at U of M, I'm going to keep doing these lists because this is really all I have. And when I get locked up because I'm accused of killing someone that I didn't kill, and there's a framing that's done, I just hope that enough people know that it was all a lie. I know how they groomed Sean Leonard. I know what happened to him. I know that it was with the police. He was housing cameras, surveillance. That's what they called it. But these videos were for other perverted things with youth, and even probably women. So the fact that this is just extends everywhere, and that the memo is I beat men. I'm a man beater and a police beater, and I only that situation where the policemen they could have killed me the way they were, as rough as they were. It looks like I'm only going to really have potatoes if this goes well. We're just mainly the potatoes are going to be the only successes. This has went on too long. And 30 years is a long time to think that they were already giving me false tickets and stuff. And then we got to go back to the childhood medical malpractices and experiments done on me. And so my whole life, I have been at the mercy of a system that has done nothing but perpetuate horribleness for me. It's like a form of a living prison. And the birds and stuff are just horrible right now in these eaves troughs. I got all this cleanup to do. They did not do this much last year. Now we're hauling water in, and they act like my husband doesn't even exist. They ignore his words. These times in the hospitals, people would say, well, where was her husband? My husband at one point had to get an attorney. They wouldn't listen to us. We sat in council meetings, and my husband would say, these things are not true that you're documenting on my wife's medical forms about her. These things are true that she saw. These things are true what we witnessed together. And yet the county is still protecting the wrong people. Why? And you're just compounding more false accusations and false reports. And you're letting this thug get paid off to have a nice fence and stuff and new trucks and stuff. And he's transporting what still? I gotta go. Sunday, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Pastor Chuck Baldwin in Kalispell, Montana, live on YouTube and his other platforms. He has several others, so you'd go to Liberty Fellowship, capital MT.com, I believe, or Kalispell. I don't even know if the capital MT matters in most instances, but you go to Liberty Fellowship, Kalispell, Montana. There's only one Kalispell, Montana. It starts with a K. Kali, Cali, but with a K. So Kalispel or ELL. Montana. 4:30 this time. 2:30 over by the mountains and stuff to the west. Central would be 3:30. All right. Have a good day. Bye.